Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and today I'd like to share with you on how your past relationship might still be affecting your present relationship. Still, relationships can be a beautiful thing, especially when both parties are present, grow together, and challenge one another to be the best version of themselves or to be themselves. But most times we find ourselves in a relationship where we are just there physically, but emotionally and mentally we are still invested in our past relationship. It's like being in two relationships at once. And this mostly happens if the past relationship was a toxic one or if the past relationship did not end really well. When you start a new relationship without healing and shedding the emotional baggage from your past toxic ex, you will find yourself being fully emotionally unavailable to your present partner. And this can be a tough thing, especially because a relationship is a place where with presence you grow, but without presence there'll be no growth. Your new relationship may not be toxic and maybe this awesome relationship, but you'll just have this feeling that deep inside yourself you're still not fully contented or you're just not happy. The memories of our past relationship will always linger for far too long after you've left a relationship. But those memories do not need to stop us from enjoying the relationship we have presently. These emotional baggage from the past will of course be heavier if the relationship was toxic or narcissistic. And you may even find yourself engaging in certain behaviors which hold you back from enjoying that relationship or from making that relationship grow. After leaving any toxic relationship, there are two paths to take. The first path is where you heal and learn the valuable lessons which of course positively impact your future relationships and even make them better. And then the other path which most people take is where they just jump into this relationship without even processing those painful emotions. And this will mean that someone will still be carrying those limiting beliefs and those fresh wounds from the past relationship. And of course, this will negatively impact the relationship you have with your present partner. That's why it's always important to heal. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some signs or six signs to tell if your past relationship is still affecting your present relationship and what you need to do instead. The first sign you're still carrying the past relationship with you is if you find it really hard to trust. When you are in a new relationship and you cannot trust your partner, it simply means that the memories of how you were betrayed in the past are still fresh. You probably have this deeply rooted belief that people are not to be trusted and that if you trust them, they'll just betray you as it happened in the past. Yes, trust is earned over time, but when you're still looking at your present life from the eyes of the painful past experiences, you will find it really hard to build that trust because your foundation is still shaky. You'll also find yourself being overly suspicious of your partner each and every time. It's because you don't trust. The other sign that your past is also affecting your present relationship is if you are afraid of commitments. Your current relationship might be that awesome relationship you've always longed for, but you still can't put your 2 feet in that relationship. It's like you have the right foot on the relationship and the other foot is just outside, just in case anything happens. Your lack of commitment will be evident when you are also hardly putting any effort in the growth of that relationship, because you just have this deep feeling that the relationship will end just like the past relationship, so why bother even investing in it? This crippling fear stems from the fact that you committed in the past and it didn't go well, so it's better to just hang in there. So you will really find it hard to really commit to a relationship, even if it's a healthy relationship, because commitment to you is the same as betrayal. Your past may also be having a hand in your present relationship if you cannot enjoy some of the things in life because they remind you of your ex. You see, when we are in a relationship, we mostly develop shared experiences, shared hobbies, which you really enjoy, love doing. So when you've not shed the emotional baggage from the past, you might find yourself in a situation where you avoid instances or situations which remind you of your ex. Even when you like try doing those things, you may find yourself just being emotionally overwhelmed and feeling sad about it, like you don't really enjoy them as you used to before. And there are instances where like your current partner might also want to do something together with you or to do something for you, but you push them away because it just reminds you of your ex. That's why it's really great to heal so that you can enjoy your current life with your partner without the past limiting you. Another sign that your past relationship is still affecting your present relationship is if you have this frequent imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome in relationships is where like you feel that you are not near good enough to be with your partner, or you don't even deserve a healthy relationship. It's a situation where you will struggle and constantly struggle with self-doubt and feeling like a fraud. This is because you're not used to being cared for, you're not used to being with someone who listens to you or acknowledges your feelings. It's just that you can't come to terms with the fact that you, of all the people, has a supportive partner. The root of imposter syndrome is your past, where you were treated in all kinds of cruel manners and you were called all kinds of names. So that's why like you develop these deep beliefs that you're not worthy of love or you're not good enough. When you have this imposter syndrome, you will find yourself trying so hard not to make a mistake in that relationship. You will also have these negative thoughts that you are just in there and your partner might leave you anytime because you don't deserve that healthy relationship. It's like you feel that in life you don't deserve a healthy relationship or even anything good in life because of what you've been through in the past. Another sign that your past relationship is still affecting your present one is if you lack or avoid intimacy. Intimacy here means like sharing close emotional, physical, spiritual ties with someone else. Your past may unconsciously or consciously make you avoid being intimate with someone as you can't seem to allow yourself the openness and vulnerability. This is more like a defense mechanism that you've developed so that you can prevent yourself from being hurt. Lack of intimacy will bring problems in your current relationship as you not feel the deep connection you're supposed to be feeling a relationship. The bond in a relationship is supposed to be a way that it grows and blossoms to be something much greater. But if you find yourself in a situation where like you cannot even be comfortable to share, and you feel that there is no anchor against the great tides, like against the arguments, it will just be a rocky relationship. This is because you are always on guard just in case something negative happens. Some signs that your past is affecting your intimacy include like things like avoiding physical contact, avoiding cuddling or hugs, or holding back during sex, or avoiding sharing your feelings with your partner. Just anything which involves building a deep connection with your partner. The last sign that your past relationship may have a hand in your current relationship is if you find it really hard to express yourself or express your opinions and voice your thoughts to your partner. This is because at the back of your mind, you are still using the memory of how you were constantly shut down when you tried to express yourself in the past. You might have been called names or verbally abused in countless ways that you now feel that your opinions and your thoughts do not even matter. So you just keep it to yourself. You also do this so as to avoid any healthy arguments or confrontations which may arise out of the fear. Being in this state in the relationship will mean that someone will keep piling up any problems they have instead of solving them in a timely manner. Also, when you find it really hard expressing yourself, it simply makes it really hard for you to understand one another, which will of course lead to more conflicts. That's because you are just afraid of expressing yourself because you fear the consequences. And the consequences may not actually be there. It's just that the consequences you are using at your present relationship are the consequences you received in the past. So it's good to understand that the past relationship will have an effect on your present relationship, That's why it's always good to give yourself some time and space to heal after leaving a relationship, especially if the relationship was toxic. It is worth noting that it's better being in a relationship where you are fully there than a relationship where you are just hanging in there. And if you haven't properly addressed the emotional baggage from the past, it will always show up. Having memories of the past relationship is, of course, a normal thing, but it should not heavily weigh you down as you build new connections in life. It will also be hard for you to have these authentic connections or these deep connections with other people if you don't heal the unresolved relationship trauma. That's why it's always best to deal with your past relationship before starting a new one. So, if there is one thing you can take from this video is your past relationship does not have to negatively affect your current relationship. If it does have an effect, let it be a positive effect. That's it from me today, guys. Until next time, see ya.